Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's ceremony honoring First Lieutenant Nikhil Patel. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Robert Leonard, and I will be your narrator for today's ceremony. The host for today's ceremony is Colonel Craig Baumgartner, Commander, Transatlantic Division, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. And now to recognize some distinguished guests: Colonel Nicky Haupt, Deputy Commander, Transatlantic Division; Command Sergeant Major Mike Arroyo, Command Sergeant Major, Transatlantic Division; Mr. Scott Sawyer, Chief of Regional Programs and Business, Transatlantic Division. The official party for today's ceremony consists of Colonel Craig Baumgartner and First Lieutenant Nikhil Patel. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Baumgartner.
Okay, all right. Hey, what a great event. What a great day, because the last few days have been pretty hot. So the fact that we're having the ceremony today with weather like this, rain not until later, knock on wood, this is a great opportunity to be able to sit and take use of this great new space out here, which I absolutely love. So we should be using more of it for events like this. Hey, so we're going to promote a fantastic officer who I've gotten to know pretty well over the last 10 months. You know, him serving as an executive officer in an aide-de-camp position, and you're traveling everywhere with this individual. You get to know them really closely. You start to figure out what they are as a person, as a family member, as a son, as a boyfriend, as everything. So I mean, he is just absolutely fantastic and a great leader. Come from the 27th and seeing former battalion commander here, family and friends driving in and flying in, and planes, trains, and automobiles from different locations to include the state of Georgia. And then Shannon coming to join us also. Thanks, it's great to see you here, Shannon. And I'm glad General Gant was able to set you free for a little bit and be here today for this great event. So, first and foremost, I just want to first thank Nikhil for asking me the opportunity to do this. These are special events, and when you're in this part, your point of your career, you start thinking about and reflecting back on, hey, what are the most important moments through a military career? And this is one of them. You know, this type of event got me thinking back to my first promotion and every promotion since then. You start thinking about who promoted, why was it that person, what did they do for you in terms of leadership, advancement, professional development, advancing your career, and just learning from leadership in general. So it just means a lot to me, Nikhil. Thanks for asking me to do this. I don't take it lightly. And I've always been a firm believer that the officer chooses, or the enlisted soldier chooses who they want to promote them, with no pressure to do otherwise. And that's just the way it is, and the way it should be. So, Nikhil, thanks. We've got family and friends here, and people, and Marion, and the team, and Shannon, and all. It's just great to have all of you here. Again, having you come in from afar for this great event, serve, and be a part of Nikhil's second promotion in the United States Army. It just means a lot about what you think of him, and he speaks a lot of all of you, and it's just fantastic and how proud he is. I know he is as a son and a brother and a friend, and no doubt that he thinks very highly of each of you. Promotion ceremonies, right? So what are they all about, right? So we always talk about performance, but more importantly, potential. That's what this is really all about. And we're about to read the promotion and what it says. There's really 3 words in there that mean most to me, that take heart in terms of what this ceremony represents. It's trust and confidence. So just kind of let that resonate a little bit. That trust and confidence, it's the Army's trust and confidence in Nikhil as a leader, as an officer, and as a soon-to-be promoted captain. Although I have to say, for the record, he's actually been a captain officially since 1 May. And due to travels and leaves and getting family here and all that, we're doing this today for all the right reasons. But he's been patient, and I thank him for that. But it's really about trust and confidence. The Army is providing their vote of him, not only of his record of accomplishments, but the Army and any leader that's brought him here to where he is and who he is today sees something in Nikhil. They've given them their vote. Prior battalion commanders, could be sergeant first classes and platoon sergeants, former company commanders, battalion XOs, S3s, command sergeants, majors, in the end, it's our Army's responsibility and our leaders to make sure we allow our cream to rise to the top, and we have our best leaders as an institution to lead the soldiers each and every day in difficult mission sets across the world and here in the United States. And current events, as we all can see, it requires the United States Army that is its at absolute best, and it has its absolute best leaders. And that comes with trust and confidence. So I've come to know Nikhil pretty well, so I jotted down some things that come to mind about what have I learned about Nikhil. He doesn't know this, but he's always constantly under assessment, but I like to not, I don't think he really knows it because he lets his hair down a little bit, gets a little loose, and I really get to know who he is as a person, as a leader, as an officer. So I'm probably scaring the death out of him right now. But, and so he's always under assessment. I'm seeing really what is he all about and how are we preparing him for his next chapter, which is really, we're gonna let him serve in the Transatlantic Expeditionary District, which is forward in Kuwait for a few months, immerse himself into a different environment, a different position, a broadening opportunity, a leadership opportunity in a deployed environment, in support of the direct support of the warfighter at the tip of the spear, before he goes off to the Captain's Career Course, the Army's leadership factory that prepares captains for the next chapter of their careers. And then probably a little bit in the command queue, and then company command, right? So that's what this is all about. And I know Rob's gonna read the importance of the captain rank, it's a little bit of its history and significance, but we're preparing him to be a company commander. And I can tell you right up front, he's ready. He's ready. All we're doing is doing some shaping around the edges to make sure he's super ready to take command of a company and all the responsibilities that come along with it. All right, so what I learned about Nikhil, he's super smart, super smart. He doesn't let you see it sometimes. He kind of hides it. But behind the scenes and what things that he's doing, there's no doubt about that. Confident. So super smart and confident together could be a little bit dangerous, not for Nikhil. He does it with the right leadership approach and everything he does each and every day. He values relationships. He focuses on the people. You ever watch, just in his daily interactions, not here just in the headquarters building, not just interacting with the districts, not just here with the TAD staff, that confidence and value of relationship that he has really comes to light when we're forward traveling and how he interacts with an audience he doesn't know. And it's pretty amazing to see him interrelate with our Israeli partners, the Saudis, the ministries of defense and others, and senior generals and their staff, just with the utmost professionalism, but he draws people in. He does that with the confidence, but he does that with the passion for the value of relationships and people. He knows what right looks like, flat out. And he ain't afraid to call it out when it's not right, or if it is right. And he's not afraid to give recognition where recognition is due. He's also not afraid to own it if something didn't go right. He was a part of it. And not every young officer at that stage of someone's career willing and able to do that, to take ownership. Even better, he doesn't even not only take ownership of it, but he already has a solution in motion, and most often I didn't even know about it. And on top of that, the fix is already in place and everything's already moving in the right direction. We're on travel, for example. Hey, it's dynamic, strategic engagement, quite frankly. People's schedules change, and he's trying to figure out how to put all the puzzle pieces together to still get the best value of every strategic engagement every place we go. He does that in spades, he does it very well. Calm under pressure. You can tell when he's got his A game going, and the juices are flowing a little bit, and the energy's coming up, but I will tell you, outward appearance, calm, cool, collected, getting things done the way it needs to be done. And it's not about in support of me, it's about what he does for the organization, which brings me to my next point. Team player. Seeing how, for example, our front office is not fully staffed, right? So it requires him and Cameron as a two-man wrecking machine in the front office, right, to go well beyond their specific duties, responsibilities, and function. But with Cameron and Nikhil, it's not 1 + 1 = 2. It's 1 + 1 really is like equaling almost like 4 or 5. just, they don't know this, but I'll let it be public now. Some of my greatest enjoyment here when I'm not traveling in the front office is just hear him and Cameron out there in that front office yucking it up and getting things done, knocking down targets. It's teamwork in motion in many different ways, and it's amazing to watch, and it's fun to watch. My last comment will be, yeah, it's fun. He just simply has fun in everything he does. You walk around and see him, and each and every day he's smiling. Things are going wrong, he's still smiling. Sometimes it's a sarcastic smile, but he's smiling. But I will tell you, the guy's always smiling, no matter if things are going great or things are going wrong. And he's getting things done. He's a team member. People value, people gravitate to him as a leader. If they want information, they go to him. He's always full of information. People leverage that. And he's just a great teammate to have. And, we are extremely lucky as an organization. Most importantly, our Army is extremely lucky to have Nikhil. He's absolutely fantastic. So, Rob, back over to you.
Thanks, sir. Thank you. Now, First Lieutenant Patel will be joined by his family, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated for the publishing of the orders.
Publish the orders.
Attention orders. The Secretary of the Army has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and professional excellence of First Lieutenant Nikhil Patel. In view of these qualities and his demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, he is therefore promoted in the United States Army to the rank of Captain, effective 1 May 2025 by order of the Secretary of the Army, Honorable Daniel Driscoll. The Army captain rank dates back to medieval Europe, where captains led companies of soldiers. The term comes from the Latin capitanus, meaning leader. As professional armies evolved, the rank became formalized, typically commanding 100 to 200 troops. Today, a captain is a commissioned officer, responsible for tactical leadership, training, and administration. Captains serve as key links between enlisted personnel and senior officers. Their role is vital for mission success and soldier welfare, making the rank one of the most pivotal in military leadership and the first level of independent command responsibility. Round of applause, please.
All right, so one more thing. I never seen the actual promotion certificate in actually one of these. I was talking to Kevin Morrison, I was like, where'd you get that? That's pretty cool. And all the promotions that we've done, but I thought it'd be good to get a picture with the family, myself. Command Sergeant Major, please join us with Nikhil. Hold that center, keep the family in the middle next to you. Let's get a picture.
The military officer's oath is a combination of a constitutional requirement, historical influence, and a centuries-old custom. Colonel Baumgartner will now administer the oath of office to Captain Patel.
Okay, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Nikhil Patel,
Do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
that I will well, faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties of the office
discharge the duties of
Ladies and gentlemen, Transatlantic Division's newest captain, Captain Nikhil Patel.
First of all, I'm probably going to get emotional during this. But I want to thank everyone for being out here. I truly appreciate the support that I get. And I'm not an emotional person during work. Well, I would like to assume that I'm not. But I just want to thank everyone. It truly means a lot. First to my dad, my brother. You sacrificed a lot for me, Dad. And 8 years ago, like next week, I entered West Point and you pushed me. And I just appreciate everything you've done. I love you, man. I love you. Iron sharpens iron. I know you think that you have to look up to me, but I look up to you a lot. I mean, look at the things that you're doing, and I appreciate your support as well. Shannon, I know it's been a long year doing long distance. I know with your busy schedule as being an aide and with me traveling, it's been long, but just thank you for being there, and I love you so much. Kanan, one of my best friends from childhood, thank you for making it out, brother. That means a lot. I know you took work off for this, so thank you. To Colonel Bumgardner and then General Hannon at the time, last year, in April, I got the opportunity to enter the marketplace. I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do in the marketplace, but Shannon kind of nudged me, hey, there's an aide-de-camp job, maybe you should see. And April, I interviewed with you and General Hannon, and I just want to thank you for this opportunity. It truly means a lot, and I've got to see a different side of the Army that I didn't know if I was ever going to see. So thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for being a senior mentor to me. And most importantly, thank you for just teaching me along the way. I truly appreciate it, sir. Colonel Briaco, thank you for being that mentor from high school. If you would ask me sophomore year, was I going to West Point? You probably would have said, no, you're not going to West Point. But yeah, senior year too. But I appreciate you and Miss Dottie and Michaela and David being there along the way. It means a lot, and it means a lot for you coming up here, even though security was giving you a hard time. But it's all good. And then the front office staff, Colonel Leonard, Colonel Hopp, Mr. Sawyer, Sergeant Major, Cameron, Ashley Benz, Captain Alger, and then the past aides that have been here, Adam Heitkamp and Captain Sicardi. I appreciate everyone along the way. You guys are very phenomenal to work with, and I am so thankful that I get to work with such a great group of military officers and civilian staff. And you guys make my life easy in terms of what I need to do for the commander, so I truly appreciate that. And then finally, to the Department of Army civilians here from USACE, even the foreign nationals that are in country, you guys are what make this organization run. We go into country, we do stuff here in TAD, TAM, or TAE. You guys are what makes the division keep going forward, especially with the changes that are happening with the transition. Like, you guys are the functioning force to make that happen, and thank you guys for all being out here. That's really all I have to say. Thank you guys all for being out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Refreshments and food will be served immediately following the ceremony in the old Oasis. Thank you for your attendance.